close finish, I said.
And then sprint on through a big performance. Number 5 first.
Still
has defeated one Mr. Dazzling.
Well, and Reg, fall off the horse.
Throughout, led for a long way. Number 6.
Bringing up too many kids at school.
Oh, they cops didn't tell me about that.
Faith gets the job done.
Looks like it came off second best.
Their head was too thick.
And 6. In the fourth at Hillsville, Faith salutes.
Walking out on the oval.
Race 3, Addington up next. Looking at the market over the 1900.
So you hit the bitumen. Ooh, crikey.
Just landed by that.
Rackajed is on top. Next best, the 4 raging on open at $3.70 since.
Who would
Down to
think?
$4. Staying around the $5.50 marks, the 3 Wriggles Rufus.
No one sort of believes that because everyone believes that I was drunk and fell over.
So money flows at
Well, that's more interesting. No, you need to cook up a bit of a story. I like the bit about
point basis and the 5 who
trying to discipline your kids. That's good.
And he is first up out of the Trent Gearsburg stable. So 1 to beat 4, 8 and 5, and they'll shortly come up for race number 3. This is the Century Farrow standing at Lower Long Farm Mobile. $1.6 million in the bank for Century Farrow. 1:49 was his quickest time. He is Strapping Bay son of Mark III from a Real Desire mare. He was the 2019 O'Brien.
It's live and we're off and racing.
Runners and riders are in the enclosure for the first event this afternoon, ladies. Our Sunday afternoon of racing at Mitchell. No scratchings out of the first event. One early plea is Scott Sweden. 2 is King Tony, the rider is Anna Bakos. Number 3, lucky enough.
Can I mic you up, Craig?
Yeah. Number 4 is Hangry Todd Banks. 5 Russ Muss, the rider will be in Payne. 6 Matt Dennis. Number it is the bench. Okay. So that a bit.
So what we do is keep you call. I'll switch it off.
Too easy. Wind, yeah, I was here, so I might be alright.
Can you give us a feel then for the second race? We'll do that jockey celebration.
Before the second race, right? Yep, we'll do it for sure. No, that's all good. Runners moving out of the track now for the opening event. 1 early plea on the track. Paul Michael Chappell rides early plea. 2 is King Coney Anna Bakos. 3 lucky enough, the rider Shane McGovern. 4 Hangry Banks. Number 5 is Russ Muss, Rhiannon Payne. Number 6 Massey Whisperer Dennis Baker. Number 7, More Than Likely, Paul Randell. And number 8, Roots and Rocks. The rider is Sarah Robbins. Full field of 8. Runners just the one change there. Michael Chappell aboard number 1, early plea. On their way to the start for the first this afternoon, it's the cutest Class 3 handicap. Just let you know that we'll be having the National Jockey Day celebration. It'll be run, when it's silence for them, will be run prior to race number 2. Lucky enough, Hangry, Rasmus, Roots and Rocks, so it's more than likely Early Plea, Massey Whisperer and King Coney. Yeah, I think you might be better there.
I'll go.
Well, no, because I can see around you there. You might block any wind that's blowing into this mic. It's a bugger of a mic always. It is.
Lyle, you on the air, mate? Just checking that this two-way works.
It's lucky enough, Roots and Rocks, Rasmus, Hangry. More than likely Early Plea, Massey Whisperer and King Coney.
Yeah, Lyle Connolly, do you copy, mate? Dan, can you hear me, mate?
Dan's just climbing up the stand. Yep.
Mate, do you mind, are you able to duck back to the start? Maybe Lyle's turned his two-way on, mate. I don't know whether he's got it on. I did test it beforehand. I don't know, he might have turned it off.
Oh, I think he's leaving it there, mate, but yeah, I'll double check with him when he's, I'll double check with him when he gets there. We'll just make sure he's got it there following first.
He might be still in this here, is he?
Sorry, mate.
He might be still in that car there, I think. In that silver right ute, I think he is.
Maybe he can't.
Should still be able to hear it though.
Used to use it.
Massey.
There, the vet.
So the vet has.
Yeah, just, when you get to the start there, can you just double check the
Well,
ball?
luckily, Hangry, Rasmus, King Coney, lucky enough, Early Plea.
Geez, they're a good little club, mate.
Yeah, good people.
Everything here.
She's a really good Jan, you know. She wouldn't probably know a thing about racing, but she's a counsellor and everything.
I stayed for a while yesterday.
Yeah.
We had a chat.
Yeah, it's a shame actually. The young president fella, he's a good mate of mine.
Jeremy, is it?
Oh, not Jeremy, the other fella, Lockie Underwood. He's one of the major ones. No, they couldn't be here today. They would have been right yesterday, but they sort of do their. I love this track. It's a good little track normally. Yeah. It's a bug of a track to call in summer because the sun gets down there and you cannot see them in that dark green. Gee, that's hard sometimes. Yeah.
But
where did they put you up here, or did you have to go back to Roma last night?
Oh, Roma.
Yeah, righto.
I was going to come up after. I worked Ipswich Friday, and I was going to drive to. I said I don't care where you put me up, but maybe Dolby or Chinchilla as far as I'd want to drive after working all day.
Yeah.
Because we had a late night or a late day Friday, and then those phone calls we had back and forth. Jan said, "Look, it's no good tomorrow." So I said, "Well, let's call it." And I said, "I'll drive up tomorrow." Yeah,
that's what she said to me. She said, "What would you do?" I said, "Well, if there's any doubt," I said, make a call early. I said, that's the thing most racing people like. They know what they're doing, you know.
This shit calling, I don't want to come into that shit.
Yeah.
You can't be calling. They called off a Warwick meeting about 12 months ago.
Yep.
Someone had who? Amanda Park had 8 horses there.
Oh, serious? Bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah, Lyle, you put them in whenever you're ready, mate, and go.
The runners are over at the barrier stalls now for this, the cutest Class 3 plate, over 1,000 metres. Early pleased with the clerk of the course, as is King Coney.
Well, no, it's okay to put them in. And
more than lucky there with the red cap on. Hangry walks around with lucky enough, Rasmus and Roots and Rocks is behind the gates with Massey Whisperer. Won't be long before they're called into line here now. So
How many are you working?
19. Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
I could have more, but I've got that stage of my life. I've lost my mum and dad the last 3 months, both of them together, and then you think that's bad. My bloody daughter-in-law's father was the one that got shot at Mackay at that place the other day. Yeah, so just tragic. We've had a bit of a bad trot, but that's not I've bought a little 40-acre block out of Roma, and I'm just going to build my own stables and have my own little track there, and have half a dozen to 10. That's my plan in a few years' time. And but I'll still run the property. We've got 7,000 acres there south of Wallumbilla. That's a farm there, and I've run it since I've been in Roma, and that's my love. That's my life. I love it. So
it's good, mate.
Yeah. Oh, I love these buggers. That's the trouble. You can't get away from them. We've got a lot of young horses, and just with Olivia being hurt and that, but she is starting to come back. It helps a bit. It's hard to get them work properly, the young ones and that. Send all my young ones go to Jake Capewell to get broken and that.
Yeah, it's you talk to a lot of trainers. It's hard to get started.
Oh, it is. And these runners have been locked away now. These runners have been locked away here now for the first at Mitchell. Rasmus has gone up to its inside gate. Lucky enough coming up towards its spot. Early pleased with the clerk of the course, King Coney behind the line. Roots and Rocks about behind the line. Thank you.
Tell the Facebook bloke not to turn on till the race starts. Can you go and tell him that the steward said don't go live the race? It's the bloke on the camera.
Yeah, he wired me up. Yeah. Now Hangary's been locked away into the gates. Massey Whisper about to come up into its spot. Unleave more than likely, and Early Plea to complete the line. Roots and Rocks in the gates with Hangry. Also King Coney, Rasmus, lucky enough, stand up to the gates. Now More Than Likely comes into the gates. And I think Early Plea will be the last runner to complete the line for the first here at Mitchell. It's a Class 3 plate over 1,000 metres. Lyle Connolly doing the starting this afternoon, done it for many years here, Lyle. We stand by for a start in race number 1. There's the light. Good start too. Getting away a little slowly was More Than Likely, and King Coney out the back. Early Plea began well with Hangry. Lucky enough, and going forward now, More Than Likely to third. Well, now it's inside back then would have been Roots and Rocks. 2 lengths back to Rasmus, followed by Massey Whisper, and King Coney's at the tail. Early Plea led this one, Hangry, and 3 wide on the outside there would have been More Than Likely. Just behind them, Roots and Rocks. Then came Lucky Enough. Then came Rasmus, 4 lengths back to Massey Whisper, and King Coney will be last. As they come towards the 400, Hangry the outside of Early Plea. They've been together from the outset. More Than Lucky Reddy's had the widest run. Just behind them now is Lucky Enough, followed by Roots and All. As they heads are straightened, and Early Plea's in front. Hangry on its outside, followed then by Lucky Enough. They look like the 3. Early Plea in front of Hangry, then came Lucky Enough, but Early Plea's placking plenty down to the line. Hangry can do no better, and Early Plea wins the first easy from, I would say, Hangry second, third Roots and All, followed by Lucky Enough. King Coney made ground late, Rasmus. Then came More Than Likely, and last one home was Massey Whisperer. A good win in the first to the top weight Early Plea from the good gate, bounced straight to the front, and you'll find replacement rider Mick Chappell has got Early Plea across the line. I think you'll find Hangry